Hey Sag, welcome. This is your June 2020 tarot card reading with me, Chrissy. Hope all is well with everyone. Getting through this collective energy that's been really difficult for most. For some, really great, and for some, not so much. So let's take a look. Some energy this is a little bit all over the place, this reading. So I'm going to put it in the best perspective that I can for you. And there's some really good in here too. I feel like the tension coming into this month, and we're going to have an eclipse, and I believe it's a lunar eclipse in, Sagittarius, I think around the beginning days of June. So, hold on tight because this can really eclipse in or out something really good for you. But coming into this, you're leading the way. You have the Emperor, the Lord, that leadership and skill set that really is going to carry you through and has been bringing you through these past months. So for some, there's been loss of money, loss of security. And you're feeling some of that in your path forward. You're feeling some of that. And for some of you with the Prince of Wands, the Prince of Wands reversed like that, it can bring in a kind of hyperactivity or, a young male or female that's bringing in this news and message around him that's caused quite a bit of maybe tension. And it kind of needs to be, you're going to see that it's going to culminate. So with that tension, it's something that you have to really work through and lead the way and really be the leader with any type of disharmony that you need to really give everything you have to the situation at hand so that the future and what you're bringing in can really work through to a good point, right? It can really work through to a success, to a completion, to something that brings your path forward, that enables you to really, boots on the ground and really get going with it. See, you're the element of fire, and I feel like there's parts of you that want to be social and get out there and really get going, yet there's a part of you that wants to stay within and really go within to find more light, more answers. But it kind of the new beginnings that are starting up, they need to complete. Like these tension points and these people that are around you, they need your care, they need your help, they need the tension to kind of be removed in a way. So I feel like for you that maybe there's more to be really played out, more plans that need to be put into a way, because I feel like you've come off of a time of like total nervousness and tension and just that feeling of physically it can come out in the body for you if something physically doesn't, things have been not right, and it can start in the new mind is where the energy is going for June. So you could be having thoughts in ways of going about the new beginnings that are kind of setting up for you, but coming off the tension and the energy of the past months, that can come out in the physical body. So it needs to be like brought to a point of that you have control of this, that you are being able to release that tension, that anxiety in ways of walking, getting out there, doing some physical exercise, getting back to work, getting the mind, really on other things. Because really the month of June, I feel, is going to be about, again, that new mind process, that thinking, logical thinking, new mind, new heart, getting into the heart space of what's needed. And I think you're driving the energy right here where it needs to go. And I also think that it's time to ask yourself, what is for your greatest good? What brings in the greatest good of your family, friends, relationships for you for the month of June? Coming off of a difficult tension time, So I think it's important because all the hard work you put in will pay off. It will be very successful if you navigate it correctly and you lead the way. Open minded, clear, and calculated thoughts to the plans, to the path ahead. Um, I just feel as though this Prince of Wand energy is kind of coming in to really kind of knock you off your game. And where you are that fire element that you get the job done, you go full force ahead. So maybe, just step back a little bit and take your time with some things that come through this month. If there's any challenges with any other people, and step aside from yourself to not go so fast forward, so that you can really like dive into what you really need to process for this month. Oh, sorry, I moved that. So I think that could really come into play for you, especially, with the world here, because this is a great card to have. And it's pretty much bringing through completion and completing a cycle for you. And, for some of you that could be beginning a new job, resuming a job, and really bringing something forward that fits you physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually. But, you got to, all of those together, bring the balance that you're going to need for this month. And you can do that, Also, you're going to feel a sudden release of tension that like miracles can come through with this success point. So you're feeling some of this energy, like second week of June. This sudden release and this really sudden change that's needed so that you can make decisions that could be made in the moment to your path forward. So you're getting there, and for other people too that are around you. Especially that Prince of Wands, there's some energy that you've just been dealing with and coming through to a good point. I feel like June will be a really good month for you, but again, slow down to the point where you can really bring in this hermit energy. And you can really go within to find more light. You can take some space that's needed for yourself and to nourish you and to take care of you spiritually, physically again. Because when we do the spiritual work, it lifts off of the physical part of the body, the health part. What we need to for you this month, you need to go within, you need to create some space for yourself. So it's not all tension and talk and, arguing. It's not all of that. Just for you, Sag, and I have some Sag placements in my wheel. My rising is in Sag, and I have to kind of bring this through a little bit to me too. Sometimes you have to create more space for yourself so you can handle the situations that arise, some of the challenges that come through, whether it be some loss of money, some loss of job, to get to the new beginnings, because things will start to open and come through, but it's just to logically take in the information and kind of navigate where is needed to navigate. I love the Three of Cups because this brings through, you're leading the way coming into the reading, and so coming into June and leaving June, you're celebrating, you're getting together, there's more socialness, there's food and drink and celebration really coming in for you for this month, which I love. After like receiving a miracle, maybe getting something taken care of or someone or situated, there's just a lot of work to be done with it, that you don't go too fast, that you kind of overstep it. And like then you're back to square one again. So I just want you to be aware of some of that back and forth energy, right? Just in the astrology and with what's coming up energy-wise, I feel like things will kind of start to move forward and get going for you for this month. When I look on the bottom of the deck, the underlining energy, you receive the Ace of Swords in reverse. So on its face, this card is talking about new clever ways of clarity, new inspirations, new ideas coming forward. When I see it this way, it's not seeing clearly. There's something you're not seeing clearly with that needs your attention, right? It needs to be brought through. For some of you, this could be a small surgery that's coming up. If any of you health-wise have some, surgery issues or small things that are coming up, that could be, being planned for in the month of June. Mercury is going to go retrograde. I don't recommend any surgeries. Like, try to plan them out if you can for, late in July or August, if you can. Either way, it will be very successful for anybody that's having a small surgery. But again, I feel like the Ace in reverse is kind of holding you back from really trying to just trying to get clarity with a certain situation, however that resonates for you, whether it's spiritually, physically, financially, mentally. There's some resonance there for some of you. Not all of you, but some of you. And, there might be something, a sword is always a cutting. It's, a piercing. So, there might be something that I feel again that you're not giving your full attention to. And I feel like it could be this Prince of Wands, it could be your future forward, where you're not giving it enough attention to what it needs. So if there's anyone around you with hyperactivity or any difficulties, or that's you really have to give it more clarity to it. You need more clarity with the situation that's going on around you. And two, you could feel very cut off by somebody. You could feel like you cut somebody off very quickly. Like it's that quick-witted, fast energy. Or you could say something, Sag, that kind of, really cuts it to the point of someone didn't like what you said. But, I mean, those are things that can come up, And two, like judgments can go against other people and against you in a certain direction or a way, because you want to succeed and you want to do the right things. So just be clear on that there's some of you that are going to either have to really look at something a little bit more clearly to complete the cycle of what's needed. And you might need some space by the end of June to really figure it out. But you will process all of this through the month. And I feel like the month, there'll be some miracles in the month. There'll be some communication and open communication and waiting for your ship to come in, like literally. Waiting for the projects to come in, the ship to come in, and the release of this tension, this energy that's kind of forming, so that you can get back on your game. You get back on your game because the Queen of Wands is upside down, and when she goes upside down, to me, the archetype is her witty self, her charming self, her fun self. Well, the tension gets the best of her. She needs to see clearly, so she's getting quite bitchy and frustrated and not knowing how to expand, because there's been some challenging situations that have been coming through, some competition and challenges that you want to get to the root of, and you want to complete something that cycles through for you. And I believe you will have it completed by the end of June. So just take care of the self and other people around you, because you can lead the way and really, get this done. Okay, let's look at your spirit animal, okay? And I'm going to read this from the book. This is card number 2, and you receive the antelope spirit, which I love this. I love this for you for this month. And it's trying to let you know that things are starting to speed up. Time is moving on. Sometimes I feel time is just like, whoa, it's June already, it's June. And here we are, It feels like it was just January, and other times it feels like January was just so long ago. So in the oracle message, when the antelope spirit rushes into your life, you are being reminded of a quickening of your personal evolution as a powerful co-creator. You are being unequivocally told that it's time to get moving, to set your intentions and take action towards making some dream a reality. There is an intensity you can feel, and it is important that you take advantage of the energy right now. If you have a plan for your career or financial abundance, now is the time to step it up. If you're asking about a relationship, make the first move. Just know that the intentions that you have set in motion are coming together at a warp speed. Stay alert and keep up. Things are getting interesting, and when the antelope spirit calls you to move quickly, it's time to get going. Sometimes you might feel like the world is just changing too quickly, and there is change at a warped speed. It's in the atmosphere. It's out there. So it's time to enjoy. It's time to accept the blessings. Set your intentions and just lead your way forward. So it's a quick energy, and it's going to be a quick month for you, Sag. It will be, because you have some things to do here to get busy for your own plan, for other plans, for family plans, for relationship plans. It's been quite hectic, so you'll get it done, and you'll be feeling really good by the end of June. So you know what? Cheers. Beautiful card to end the month with. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for subscribing, sharing, liking my videos. I appreciate that, and I'll see you all next month. You take care. Be safe. Be well. Bye-bye.